can get a shot and you getting one shot and it's out. One shot and it's out. When you getting multiple rebounds in a possession, that demoralizes the other team because then they're like, damn, man, it don't matter what we do, we can't get the loose ball to a 50-50 ball. So, I mean, that's why I'm gonna take my chance.
50-50 balls tomorrow for sure.
I'm gonna take my chance rebounding the basketball and Paige being out the game than I am with Sarah Strong. We got a game rebound. That's what that is. You can't nobody leak out and be silly, right? Because we're trying to get out in transition. Everybody got to go rebound. That's the difference.
Sarah also had 4 fouls. I think Becker's had 1 foul.
See what I'm saying? What up, Coach?
What's going on, Coach? Yeah, Fagan only ended up being able to give us 13 minutes in that game, and I don't know if people really realize that. Out of 40, Fagan only played 13 minutes in the game, and that wasn't foul trouble, right? So keep that in mind. Fagan was not on the floor in that game, and then.
All right, listen. So peep this, right? Peep this. Peep what I'm gonna say to you. How much do you trust Chloe on defense?
I trust Chloe.
Okay, perfect. I'm glad you said that, right?
I trust Chloe.
What if you was to put Bree Hall on Sarah Strong? And you run and listen, just listen before you answer this question.
Put Chloe in help.
That's you get where I'm finna go to, right? No matter where she catch that ball, if she takes any dribble, we're running Chloe with her. And we're just gonna trap that every time she puts the ball on the ground.
I think we just seen Chloe trapping, but I think she was trapping with Fago. I don't have no problem with that. The one thing is just if she try to take Bree down in the paint, Bree can't bang. Bree can't bang with her.
But peep game, what's finna happen?
That would be my only concern. I have full confidence in Breezy's defense. Like she defended Michaela, she defended Madison. Like
but listen why I'm doing this, right? All that's debunked, right? Just by this. Even if she puts her in the post, Fagan is not pulling out to that big. She's gonna help. That's gonna be your weak side help, but you got strong side help from Chloe. But you also put ball pressure on the guard or the guard of the wing, whoever she's guard is ball pressure. So that pass to get it to Sarah is gonna be difficult. So by the time you get that pass,
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I was just telling you my concern.
Yeah. No, I'm just explaining for people that not you, right? In a sense of like why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm putting Bree Hall there because guess what? Bree Hall's gonna be physical with her, right? As many times I want to throw as many defenders at her as possible because I want to get Chloe comfortable in the game. So off the rip, put Bree Hall on her. Then I'm gonna come back with Chloe. Then when I come off the bench, I'm coming with Joyce. Like I'm trying to switch defenders so she see multiple stuff, so she can't never get comfortable in the game. That's why I'm doing it. But I'm also running a trap to her. I want to get Chloe comfortable.
If you got Bree out there, what happens when doubt? If you got Bree on Sarah, what happens when Doubt comes in the game? Are you keeping Bree on Sarah?
You switch the matchups then. You switch it. But the reason why I'm doing that is
I'm trying to make sure I'm asking, so I make sure I got to understand it. Because to me, when Doubt comes out there, I'm gonna let Doubt bang with Sarah.
Yeah, no, I get that. But the reason why I'm doing that is because now I give Chloe the freedom to go chase the basketball and go get rebounds. That's why the more reason why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Oh yeah,
right. Not because I just want them to change the matchup. I want them to change the matchup because now I got a free body and Chloe, let her play with energy, let her get the rebound. Now she becomes a point forward. Now we got the mismatch coming down on the offensive end, and we can do a multitude of things defensively. That's how I'm looking at the defensive matchups for them. Who do you have on Paige and Izzy? So for on Paige, I'm taking Raven and putting her on Paige. Right? If I'm putting Chloe on the point guard for a reason. Because the point guard is not going to kill me. She ain't going to make enough shots to kill me that I have to take Chloe off of it, right? And they're gonna put the point guard in the corner because they're gonna run some type of dribble handoff action where you're gonna automatically switch it. Guess what? Now I got a bigger defender for Paige is gonna see a bigger defender no matter what she do when she come off of it. The point guard's gonna be in the corner. So if the point guard's in the corner, whoever's guarding that point guard, she's not gonna make enough shots to beat you. That's what
So
you're.
you
That's
put Chloe on Caitlyn Chin?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
And then
putting
you got
Raven.
You got Raven on Paige.
Yep. I'm taking the length, right? Because guess what's gonna happen?
So you putting Pow Pow on foot?
Yeah. Yes. Because I can help off, and they're gonna run. Think about it like this: they're gonna run a dribble handoff, right? I don't care if you run it with Sarah, if you run it with Full, if you run it with Paige. Any one of them three matchups, you're switching to a bigger person on them instead of a smaller person in reverse.
I love Chloe forward.
Yeah, so now you're playing an advantage of what I want you to play in because now I'm putting length on you. Every time you drive, you got length. Every time you got to make a shot, we can challenge every shot that you're going to take. The person that we gonna cancel out this whole situation is the point guard because the point guard is the least person that's gonna be looking to score. We're gonna try to make the point guard into a scorer. If we make her to a scorer, guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna be a lot more missed shots, us in the open court, and we got the right people in rebounding situations. That's what I'm doing.
Gotcha. Powell ain't guarding foot. Why not?
I didn't say she is. I'm saying what I would do. Listen to what I said. What I would do as a coach in this game plan to help my players out, right? Because what killed us? Rebounding killed us. So how do we execute to get our players in a better rebounding position, but also make UConn take more tougher shots? That's what I'm breaking down. What I would do to start this off. Hey, listen.
So since Powell ends up on foot, are you saying that you just let foot go off?
Listen. What's going to happen? They're gonna run for off a screen, or they're gonna run some type of dribble handoff to her. When they do that, Powell is not gonna end up being the defender on her. That's what I think people keep forgetting. Because you're going to switch the action. So now guess what you're seeing? You're going to get somebody longer. If you run it with the point guard, guess what's gonna happen? Now Chloe is on her. She's got length on her. Now, are you shooting that shot or are you going to pass the ball? You're probably going to try to kick it back to the point guard. Guess what? Guess who's there? Pow is back on the point guard. So how you originally set you was really going to come out defensively and do it, I'm just changing the defensive matchups from the start of the point of it. So now when you go to run some type of offense, if we automatically switch it, we're putting more length on the ball instead of we're going smaller, where now if you put Pow on the point, or you put whoever, and first switches that, now she's got Pow where she can go downhill and get her a foul triple. I'm trying to avoid her from getting there because guess what? They're going to run action for you to switch the screen or switch the dribble handoff. So now I got length on her. That's what I'm doing. I'm making them have to pick the ball up, pass, kick to the point guard, and make the point guard have to be a scorer. That's what I'm doing.
Oh man, yeah, that's what I was saying. Coach Coleman, there's a lot of clicking coming from over there. I just was asking him the same thing. What's happening, Coach? Bree Wayne said, Coach Coleman, are you typing? There's a lot of clicking sound.
That's not me.
That's why I said I couldn't tell where the feedback was coming from. I thought it was coming from you too.
That's not me.
Jump in, Coach. What you think? What you think about that game plan?
I think what Rob was alluding to is that if you start it on because based on their offensive scheme, then who you need to be on will be on them because they're gonna screen easily, and also talk about maybe force them to the help soon. So if you force them to the help soon, it takes away the offensive rhythm and the looks, and it makes it hard to paint. And a lot of times when you trap on the wings and stuff, is because you don't want them to get the post entry pass. You want them to burst it back to the top of the key, and just kind of. And the thing is, really, is I think you want UConn to go. They're good for going deep into the shot clock, but you want to make them comfortable as they go deep into the shot clock. And I think what South Carolina is good at is no matter who they're playing, they make their opponents take tough shots. So the thing is, it's just I think with UConn, it's going to be what you call geometry. It's going to be angles. Take away their angles. Take away their screening angles. Take away their backdoor cut angles. You got to be in the space. I remember I had one team years ago, I think 2010, and we knew a team runs the flex. And so what we were good at already being in the screening lane, if that makes sense. Having our body in the screening lane before the offensive player was going to the screen, we were already in the way of where they wanted to go. And so and that was a rare team. When you have a team that knows how to do that, it's just a rare having that. And so just being in the way of the screening lanes and making them do something different. And that's what you call it, like jumping the screen, like you jump the pass, you jump in the screen.
Yep.
You force them to something. So, but it takes a very disciplined defensive team to be able to do that and rotate off of one another. And that's really, you're not overplaying. You're beating the offensive team to the screen and forcing them to go around you instead of you going around the screen. So we'll see how they decide to do it, because you have fast enough players, you can do that, but it also requires players to see it before it gets there. So, I mean, with the handoffs, you can, I think people try to high hedge, but that doesn't work, because then you get beat on the corners. With the handoff, you get beat once they turn the corner on you. So you don't want to hedge out on handoffs. And you want to try to go over on a handoff is either over top or what you call a hard switch. It's a very hard switch is where it's immediately, there's no space. It's like you and your teammate are one. Is never skipped a beat. And really what it is you pushing with a hard switch is I push the hip of my offensive player. That way we're not getting caught in the blind side defensively, if that makes sense. So I push their hip or I nudge them. That way we don't get in each other's, what they call blind side. We don't blind each other, because what a handoff does is, if you don't switch correctly, you get blinded and you lose that offensive player, and then that's when they turn the corner.
Backdoor. Yep, backdoor, turn the corner.
So I got a question. I see y'all in the chat saying y'all would rather have Raven on foot. So y'all would rather have Pow on Page?
No, definitely don't want that.
Because I mean, let's be honest. Dawn isn't changing her starting lineup. The starting lineup is the starting lineup. So you would rather have Powell on Chin, Raven on Flood, and Hall on Page?
I would have to go Hall on.
Ain't that what we just did in the last game, or what did we do?
Same thing. No, Raven was on Chin to start the game out.
I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about in February.
That's Raven was guarding point guard. That's what she had.
No. Bree Wayne was saying Powell and Page matched up last year, and it wasn't bad. You would rather have Raven on Page and Hall on Foot. I'd have Raven on Page.
The Raven on Page is like, the thing about it is, here's what's gonna happen, right? When you put Raven on Page, they just gonna run a dribble handoff. They're gonna try to get a switch out of that. Like that's why you can't really have. That's the reason why I went with Raven on Page, but I also, you know what I'm saying, who's coming to set that screen, who's coming to give her that dribble handoff action is gonna be very, very key in that situation, right? The thing about UConn is they will hunt matchups, so you kind of know that Pow, you gonna be in a lot of the action tomorrow because they're not trying to see Ravens switched upon on one of those two guards. They're not trying to see Hall. So Pow is just an innocent bystander in this situation.
Okay, so it wasn't bad. Powell did a good job guarding who? Who did y'all say Powell was on? And when you say it wasn't bad, it was a 30-point. It was a 30-point blowout. So was it bad or was it okay? Yeah, I mean, come on, talk to me, y'all.
But here's what I'll tell y'all, chat. Like what y'all seen in February is not what y'all gonna see tomorrow. Like it's a difference in defensive schemes, schematics, offensive wise, how they play. Like a lot of that stuff that they did, it's gonna change. So y'all don't take everything that you seen in the last game and try to put it into this next game because it's two different teams.
Yeah, I agree. We're a different team than we were in February for sure. And they're a different team. They're a different team too. But if we looking at doing something different, like I said, I don't mind.
I say this though. It really don't matter if Pow is slow on defense. On defense, to be honest with you, we still got to rebound the basketball. Because even if she got beat off the dribble, they dribbled into a harder shot, and we didn't rebound. That's the difference. Like you gotta clean the glass. Like so, it's a pick of choice, right? If somebody gets beat off the dribble, if they're not shooting layups and they shoot tough twos, then you just got to rebound it. That's what you really want. Run them off the three where they shooting tough twos. If they're shooting twos, you got an opportunity to stay in the game. They shooting threes and making threes, and it's like, hey, you got to match with 3 for 3, and that's not a game that you want to play in. So as long as you can make them make tough twos and rebound the basketball, you're in great hands. I actually like Breezy on Strong. That's what I said. Put Bree Hall on Serve Strong.
Hey, we got 168 in the chat, and I'm only seeing 73 likes. I need y'all to run them likes up. Don't tap on that screen. Hit the like. If you're watching on TV, scroll up to the right. Hit that like. It don't cost nothing. Hit them likes, y'all. Share the video. Hit the like. Share the video. Until us. What you say, Coach?
No, we're good. We're good. I was just thinking about. I saw Joyce's name, and I think that's going to be a difference maker with the maturity that she has, and interesting to see the factor that she will play. I'm anticipating for her to be a difference maker.
So Coach,
who's gonna eat for Wiley up defensively?
So Coach, call me. Here's my thing. How would you, if you're South Carolina, how would you defend the pick and roll action with UConn?
The pick and roll action. Well, I will. You gotta watch scouting. I will already have. I'd rather for them to shoot, jump out, get beat, jump outside. So I have help in the paint already jamming that, but they say jam the paint. And I would hedge. I would go with actually what we call a defensive slip, because they're gonna look to get the roll.
Yep.
I would try to keep the original. If that makes sense, I wouldn't run into the screen.
Yeah. So, and the reason why I asked it, right, because I'm looking at it, right, when I look at the action, right, if it's anybody that's not Page or Fudd, I'm telling my defender foot off so we can pull you through to the opposite side.
Right.
The reason why is because majority of them guards are not stepping back to shoot a three. They're looking to turn the corner to create a better opportunity for somebody else. That's the reason why I was asking, like, how would you defend that action? Because they're they're gonna run an action. They're gonna try to run a high low action out of it. But I just want to see how you would defend it from your point of view of it.
I mean, biggest thing is you want to jam, you want to jam it in the middle and push the ball handler out on the angles. That's what we used to
Ice it.
teach. Push,
Yeah,
huh?
I ice it. Like, hey, listen, my all my teams. Hey, listen, the most dangerous part for us to get is for them to get to the middle of the floor. We want to keep them on one side because now we can load up on the team. You let them get to the middle, now we scrambling. I don't want us in scramble mode.
Right.
Least as possible.
Right. Basically, is pushing wide where they're not turning the corner. That's the thing. Pushing them back. That's what we call it. Push them up and back. Keep them off the line, the offensive line, and have a good front. When you front in the post that rolls, I think somebody should be ready in denial already. We call it wings up. But that's a great question. We'll see. There's so many ways you can look at it. It just depends on what your personnel can do. So you get your third station certification, Auntie?
I put it out there. I'm gonna see if somebody buy me a Coke tonight. Somebody might buy me dinner or something tonight.
This
We've
is
been working hard. We'll see.
Natty Eve here,
But
Natty Eve.
I'm trying to understand about Malaysia not being smart enough on defense. Malaysia's turning into one of the best two-way players in the country. I'm not understanding.
Did that person explain themselves?
I'm going back in the chat now. I think okay, so you said Lay gets beat on switches. I think Malaysia takes risk more than anything that she gets beat. I wish Lay wouldn't take some of the risks that she takes to block shots and go for steals. But I wouldn't say she's not smart enough to play defense.
Defense is just effort.
Right. That's the fact. Like that's the fastest. Like she's Midland's mob. See the thing about this group, and this is what I found out about them. This is when I was listening to Dawn talk. Dawn said they like to deal with everything in real time. This group right here is a clock the T right now kind of group. Clock the T right now. We want to know what it is and why right now. They don't wait for nothing. So like, yeah, they want this game. See the fastest one out there. And if you watch them, one of the things that I said about Lay, Ashlyn, and Joyce is when they make a mistake, especially if somebody take the ball from them, they even more amped to try to go get the ball right back. They want it right back right now. They don't want to wait till later in the game. They want that ball that you took right then. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, go look at the play where Ashlyn got the dunk this year. Watch how Joyce goes right back after the ball when people take. Lay does it too. So I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to say I disagree with her not being smart enough to play defense. I'm gonna take a hard pass on that one. Because if you don't think that she wanted, if you don't think that kid that it means something to that kid, if you don't think that she don't want every ball to come her way, then you need to go back and look at the tears that she dropped in this game, and you'll understand what it mean to her. Go back and watch Malaysia's homegrown and the tears she dropped right there, and you'll understand what it mean to her. Not smart enough about something that's just effort? Hell no, I ain't taking that one. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one. That's a hard pass for me.
I think Malaysia just hustles, and sometimes you get caught overplaying. They say you get your hand caught in the cookie trying to make a play, and you gotta hustle yourself back into play. So that's just a part of it. And I think when you have a hustler like that, if I'm a coach, I'm gonna live with that because it's not getting beat because you're not paying attention. It's getting beat.
Well, one of the things too, I'm glad you said that because one of the things too is that one of the things that Dawn talked about, what's going on, Buki, and I know that you didn't say that she didn't want it or try. What I addressed was what you said about her not being smart enough, and that's what I'm taking the hard pass on. Her not being smart enough. She's definitely smart enough to play defense. One of the things that Dawn talked about with Ashlyn going out was that Ashlyn had been kind of like a cheat code for them. They knew that they had to cover up certain stuff for Ashlyn because Ashlyn was going to go get the block. They allowed for her to take those risks, and they understood as a team that if she was able to get the block or whatever it was she was going for, then that would help them, and they were willing to help out and back her up in that sense. And so for me, I think as a team, they make decisions about strategy and what they think they can do athletically. And you were just saying as a coach, kind of like you sometimes you live with the risk and sometimes you don't. It kind of
Right.
depends.
Right.
So her getting beat and her not being smart enough are two different things. That wasn't what you said. What you said was she wasn't smart enough. If you'd have said she gets beat sometimes overplaying, that's different than she's not smart enough to play defense. Words matter to me. Those are two different sentences for me. And I wouldn't have took she's not smart enough to play defense to mean, oh, she overplays on certain plays. I wouldn't have put them two together like that. That's just me. I'm just being honest. Just she ain't smart enough. It should have been some different words for me. But on to the next.
Yeah,
On to the next.
I mean, I think all that is hustle. You know, is when if you watch and look at it, it's just hustle and the desire to want to make something happen on defensive end, and you live with the hustle. You'll live with that because you know they're going to make it up. So it's just one of those things. So
I got a question, right? Because it says, she doesn't always play to the defensive scheme. How do you know what the scheme is?
Whoa.
I just want to know how you know what the defense. Maybe you know something I don't know, but how do you know what the defensive scheme is? You got the scouting report?
Oh yeah, we definitely need to box out. We definitely need to rebound. We need to make our free throws. I agree with all that stuff.
The NATYY backyard. It's April.
What's up, Pookie?
You got anything brewing in the garden? Secret garden.
No, so the statement was that Malaysia wasn't smart enough to play defense. And so then I started asking some questions about what that meant and smart enough. And then it turned into she don't play the defensive scheme and she overplays at times. Well, those are different statements than she's not smart enough. And so that's where I was saying, hey, I'm totally against she ain't smart enough. It's a hard pass for me on not smart enough. She's turning into being one of the best two-way players in the game. Are there some things that she needs to learn as a sophomore learning the game? Absolutely. Are there some things that we tweaking in her game? Absolutely. Smart enough to play the game? Absolutely. Absolutely smart enough. Generational, as a matter of fact. Oh yeah, Danae back posting. Get in the garden. She said, check the channel, coach. She back posting. Get out there liking the videos. Make sure y'all give Danae a follow.
Thank you, Danae. I'm gonna check it out. I need to get some tips. I'm starting the garden.
Are you starting the garden for real?
It's gonna be a community garden in the city atmosphere.
Oh yeah. We was talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on this defensive scheme, man. Somebody educate me on the defensive scheme. I'm still waiting on that.
It ain't. As soon as it pop up here, I'm gonna read it for you because I don't.
Yeah, we waiting. We still waiting for the response.
No, I just love I love when people comment in the chat. I love the engagement. I just want to know break that down to me. Maybe I missed something.
I think you already maybe touched on it earlier, but I think also the development of data, she'll have some key minutes too, just in the big position. She's showing more. I just like how she's coming along and really.
Who's that? Who you say, coach?
Dowda. Yeah, I mean you can't go wrong with a post body, a kind of hunk of big that don't mind playing physical. She kind of hunk of big, kind of.
What I said about Dowda, and I wish I got to go back on the video and find it. I said that Dowda was going to turn a corner in March and turn another corner after she gets a whole summer and a whole nother summer with Body by Molly. And so she's turned that corner. And her seeing that ball go in the hoop with that three.
Scary.
She getting comfortable. She getting comfortable and confident and cocky. And that's all we needed her to do was turn into a Gamecock. Becoming a Gamecock for real, exactly. Kima played the last game. Do you think we will see Kima or Tot? It's a chance that Dawn could put all her bigs out there. It depends, it depends on what the matchups allow.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this: next season, watch out for Tap. Oh my goodness, people not gonna be ready.
Mm-hmm. They're not gonna be ready. You know what? The other thing though too. Shout out all of the women that showed up to support all the pro players that showed up to support the game yesterday, and they're gonna show up to support the game tomorrow. That was just dope to see everybody back in the building watching college hoops because it's such a great product. And supporting their alma maters and they little sisters. It was dope to just see all those players out on both sides. On both sides. Uh, well, I guess on all sides, but for sure the UConn and SC side. Yeah, we got the best bench in the nation. We definitely got the best bench in the nation,
You
and
know,
they
you
gonna
know,
show up.
what is it? The rematch of 2017.
22.
They played each
It's the
other
rematch
22.
of 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
She beat her in 2017. I thought that was the first Dawn beat UConn in
Don
2017.
sent Vic and Mississippi State to the crib in 17, I believe.
Okay.
Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. I thought
So
17. Asian
no,
them
you're
beat
right. That
Mississippi
was the
State.
first. That was the first one. Yeah, you're right. And then
And then
20
Mississippi State. Then 22
UConn.
was UConn.
Yeah, they gave
And
them
then,
the business that year.
yeah.
So this is the
Shout out to everybody wearing the A1 shoes. That was dope too. That was dope too.
yeah, the A1s. They now do they have the men's version of the A1s? Or is it,
So the official drop for the A1s is not till May, but she's
okay.
supposed to do it for everybody, men, women, and kids.
Okay.
So Vic was having flashbacks last night. Okay, I got a question. So did Vic give up in the last 5 minutes of that game last night? I
Oh,
really
that
want
man
to know what y'all
I
think.
ain't gonna lie to you. He looked frustrated. He was like one of them, like you already knew it. You want to do. You don't even want to try because you know you're not gonna cut into that. The coach. You already know. All right, you may cut it to 11, but you already see we don't have enough. You know that. It's just one of those things.
How do you as
We
a
don't
coach?
have
Come
enough.
on, talk to me as a coach. How you just give up, and then how do you look at your team? Like, what is the conversation?
Because you know you don't have
How do
I
you
enough.
how do you?
I listen. It ain't
And then
about him.
and how do you and as part of that question, how do you justify sitting Madison Booker the last 5 minutes?
I,
Let me
I
know.
I says it's not that like he gave up. It's sometimes you can just look at some players in their face and you just like, damn, we just ain't got it. Not tonight.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do. You can call as many times out. You can call all your time out. There's nothing you can do that can change the way they gonna play, how they feel. It just sometimes it's just some when you just look at a player face and they just defeated. And ain't
When
nothing you can do about it.
well, that third quarter took their soul. That's what happened.
Yeah,
That third quarter took their soul.
yeah, easy.
That was a soul snatcher. It was. That's the best way I
Yeah.
can explain it.
So the players gave up, or everybody gave up, and they was just
Well,
ready to go home.
What,
that
listen,
was everybody. That was
yeah,
everybody.
it's everybody. Listen, when you look in the players' eyes and you can tell that they defeated in their eyes, no matter what you finna say in that timeout, they not listening. They ain't trying to hear it because you just seen what just happened to us, coach. You should have called. You should have did something in the third quarter when they was going on this run. Don't wait till
Coach
we
Rowe,
get
I
to.
see you in the chat. Pop up. Get on the link. Pop up. What you doing up at midnight? Get on the camera. Pop up, Coach Rowe. Let's go.
Yeah, you just
We cooking. Let's go.
don't. It's hard. Like it's just certain things that once your soul took it, and you can just look in your players' eyes. No matter what I'm finna say, come on, mom. That's going through one ear and right out the other. They ain't hearing none of
I
that.
mean, yeah.
So I'm putting this player back in for what? She already defeated.
What? Man, come on. Come on. What? So
Listen,
Madison was already defeated? That's what you're telling me?
I
Yeah,
listen.
you watch. I mean, go back and watch when they show it on the bench. How she was looking. She didn't want no part of that.
Man, listen. Have you ever asked a player says, "Do you believe?" Hey, listen. If you would ask any of them
This why
players,
this
just
why I'm
ask
not
any of them
this why I'm
players.
not a this why I'm not a coach. This why I'm not a coach. Because see, if you quit like that, they don't need you to show back up. You done now? Man, leave your jersey. See, I ain't been to fire me real quick. Cause see,
I
what
but
I need for next year, if you quit this year.
but listen. It, you don't know. It's just one of them nights. Like we. It's just one of them nights. Like I didn't like. I had one of them nights where we lost a conference
At
tournament.
the final four,
But listen, peep game. I didn't have one of them nights where I was coaching and my team was just flat. It wasn't. It didn't matter what you say. It just what we lost in the conference championship game. But if that never happened, we never make it to the championship game and win the chip, win the state title. It's just one of them. It just happens. It don't matter how good of a coach you. It's just one of them nights where you can just look at your players and be like, we ain't
It's
got
not
it.
your night. It's not
It's
your
just
night.
ain't our night. It happens.
They just take your soul. They just break you. You can't take my soul. They took your soul. South Carolina
But
took
but Tess, I told you that though. I said, listen, before that matchup, I said Booker gonna get in foul trouble. She get in foul trouble. They done. Like they have no other answers on that team. They was getting away with it for so long that they were just privy to it. Now you go up against a team that can really score the basketball from multiple players. It's a wrap for that. It's a wrap. Hey, listen, AB, I'm a great motivator. Like, listen, when that game happened, I never watched that game ever. I watched the game, but I didn't have my team watch the game. I listen, when we got back to the lab, listen. You didn't want to be at that next practice. I promise you didn't. Because I'm gonna find out who really wanted after that. You're gonna be hitting that trash can. Somebody hitting that trash can for this practice in. I promise you that. We gonna find it. But
right,
those
right,
days happen.
Anastasia, this is what I'm talking about. Maryland was still trying to find a 5-point shot with 0.2 seconds left. You hear me? They was trying to find 5 points with 0.2 seconds left. Quit in the tourney.
It's just
They broke
Hey,
them.
hey,
They
I'm
broke
gonna need
them.
you.
That's what
Hey,
happened.
if you graduating, I'm gonna need you to run that degree back. And if you got another year, I'm gonna need you to run that scholarship back, man. I'm gonna need you to run it back, man. I need you to
listen.
run that back, man. You quit.
I, listen. I'm just being honest. You have to be there to understand. As a coach,
That's why I said I'm not no
I
coach. This
understood
why
it.
y'all,
I
you hear what
understood
I'm
it.
saying? Now this why I'm not no
Yeah.
coach. This why I'm not. This why I'm not, Ron.
Yeah. Listen. I
I'm gonna
promise.
need you to run that degree back. Run that
I
back.
listen.
Run that back.
I listen. I feel everything that you said, and I'm not saying you wrong by no means. But it's the moments where you just have to be there and just look somebody in their face, and not just one, but just look your team in the face and just say, "Damn." And it's like you just want, like you want to cuss them out so bad because it's like as much work that we didn't put in to get to this point in the season for this to happen. Come on, man. It make you feel, and after the game, like, damn. If we just would have played 5% better, we're in this game with a puncher's chance to probably beat this team. But
Coach,
it's one of them.
you see me, coach? You see me? You know what I'm looking at? You know what I'm looking at? My NIL bill. You now let me see how much you quit on me for. See what I'm saying? See, I'm looking at my NIL bill now. I'm seeing what it cost me for this quit that you just had.
So again, everyone is built. I'm not giving any excuses. One is built different, and it's a lot. It's a lot of basketball in a very short time, and it guess what? The game calls you out. We're not just talking about physical skills, but mentally. And so to perform well in a tournament situation, you got to be strong up here. And so this is what you call hitting the wall. You hit the wall.
Call on me. Ain't this the AAU era? Ain't that what they built on? Tournaments?
Listen, AAU and college basketball completely different. It sounds good.
No. What I'm talking about is the ability to get up and keep playing again the next day, the day after, right? Especially with cryotherapy and the massages and all of this that you got going on. Come on, man. Hold on now. The NBA players was coming. They was working in the factory all day, smoking 6 cigarettes on the way to the gym, shooting some hoop, going home, playing with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Now, come on. All they got to do is play basketball every day. No,
I mean, I get you. You're asking me from my experience, right? And just like
yeah.
Rob, and so what I'm saying is, it takes a certain level of player, and Texas doesn't have what South Carolina had. Like when I coached the state playoffs, I lost the quarterfinals by 6 points because I didn't have. We weren't built like the other team. Yes, we qualified. We played well. We won in our region. We came in second place. Like all that, we did all the things to qualify to get to the state playoffs. But then there was another mindset that they missed a memo on. I knew what it was, but it was another mindset. Now, did I feel like I failed as a coach? No, I didn't feel like that. What I felt like is either they were, as Don Stanley says, either they were going to meet the moment or not. There's some things a coach I can't give a player that. I don't have a magic wand. I don't got no magic. I got no basketball confidence. I don't have any of that. I can encourage them in their skills. I can give them confidence in the skill. But there's something deep down that I know that I have that I can't explain that got me to where I'm in life. I can't explain it, but I know it drives me every day. Even as a professional now, it's just what I am that drives me. I can't give that. I can't duplicate and give that to the players. They got to have their own it.
Hey, Seth, I'm just gonna break this down to the easiest way. It just shows you that Texas has not recruited not one player that's ever been into a championship game that's played in a big time game that understands the pressure of a big time game. That's what that shows you. So there you have it. You're asking why these things are happening. Experience matters. Experience matters. And if you ain't got no experience, like
you hear me, Mocha Latte? Run that SEC Player of the Year trophy on back.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I thought that was a
SEC Coach of the Year. Run it on back. You can run it on back.
Yeah, it's just one of those situations.
Here's the thing that bothered me about this whole thing. I watched Vic talk, right, and he was sitting next to, and I had to ask who it was. It was Shay Holly. That's her name. Okay, all right. Now I think the kids had got up, but he was talking, and he said, this kid over here, she's, and he said, she's the kind of kid that's going to be a CEO or a manager or something. She's trying to go to the WNBA, man. What are you talking about? Man. So you didn't prepare her. You didn't prepare her to be a pro at all in your program?
Nope.
And then you just told the world that.
He told himself.
Read between the lines, yeah. Yeah, hey, listen, you know what I said already, so I don't think I gotta explain that no more. Let's move on out the way. Coach said in the way.
He Vic need to be wrapping it up soon. I think they gave him an extension though, but it need to be wrapping it up. We don't need. What he trying to do is trying to nepotize it down to his daughter. That's what he trying to do.
It looked like he was crying. It looked like he was crying at the presser.
Don't get to his daughter. Get a thing, Coach Sid. You gonna go for the win.
It just looked like he tried. I made a word. He trying to nepotize it.
Yeah, I know. It sounds good in all theories. Wrap that thing up. Get that thing, Coach Sid. You gonna be in the game. All right, listen. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you one thing about that thing. Sid gonna have you in game. She gonna have some dogs out there. She ain't going for that. Come on, man. Y'all better get right.
Coach Sid, just put your application in somewhere else. Okay? Put your application in. They're not. It don't look like he's leaving no time soon.
But here's the
Check
thing.
your resume out.
I just don't see
He
for
got
all
the
the
Sears sucker suit on too.
for all the players. Listen, for all the players that come out of Texas, you ain't got no championship players, no leaders on the team, nobody stepping up saying, "Hey man, enough's enough for the BS. Let's go get it." That tells you all you need to know.
I see. Yeah.
Fire,
Man,
fire, fire, fire. I fired
fire.
people, man. You got the win.
Man, listen, you could be
I
bad all you
like
want.
Jordan Lee. I do. I like Jordan Lee. I do.
I feel like you could be mad as a coach, you could be mad, but how you turn it into a positive for your team to push your team over the hump? That's really what it comes down to, right? You could be mad about the refs, you could be mad about different things, but how do you motivate your team to get things turned around to make the game easier for them? And so are you changing anything? Are you just gonna throw the script out the window? A lot of coaches are like, especially older coaches, once they built that script in, they ain't trying to throw that thing out the window.
Man,
They just gonna live and die by that script.
uh,
And sometimes you just gotta rip that thing up and just, hey man, listen, we need the 5 best players on the court. Let's get this thing
I,
rocking.
I got to go back and look, but I believe Vic was so frustrated that he usually say praise God and hook 'em horns, praise the Lord and hook 'em horns. Man, he forgot the praise the Lord part. Man, Vic went up there and just like hook 'em horns and just walked away. He forgot his whole religion and everything. Hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you, go back. It was one of them interviews, man, toward the end of the game. That man say hook 'em horns and just walked off. I said, oh, they didn't took the religion from this man. You hear me? Go back and look.
Listen,
Go back and look. Go
listen,
back and look.
hey, listen, he had an out of body experience just due to the fact he looked his players in the face and they just didn't have it. Like,
I mean,
what it is.
He
Shake
was
my
so
hands.
defeated. That man say, hook 'em horns and just walked away, man. I said, oh,
Shake
man.
my hand.
Do you know how defeated you got to be when you can't even call on Jesus? I'm just saying. I'm just
hook
saying,
'em
bro.
on.
That man say, hook 'em horns just
Come
walked off,
on,
man.
baby.
He just walked off. I said, oh, pack
He
it up,
forgot
man.
he was a Christian.
Man, gave up his whole religion at the game.
Look, when losing go wrong, huh? When losing go
It fell apart, bro. It fell apart, man.
when losing goes wrong, boy.
Oh, the bane of his existence. Do you hear me?
Look,
Oh,
that's what we
you
mean by
okay? Good. See, Shonda
snatch your
Doré, you heard
soul.
it too. He left the whole prayer. He said, "Hook 'em horns, just hook 'em horns," and just walked off. Man, I said, "Oh, Vic, no, Vic, no, man."
He tried to see. That's what we call it, snatch your soul game. It's snatch your soul. That's what we trying to mean. Snatch. It's
Coach, so tomorrow, how does this thing look? How does this thing look? What does the day look like? How do you eat? You do a walkthrough? Is there a shoot around? Do you just
I mean,
rest
you'll
your
have to
body?
walk through.
Do
Yeah,
you
you have
watch
to.
film? What is it?
I mean, you don't want to watch too much film because you should have it down. You definitely want to walk through your shots up. You don't want them to be tense. You want to be relaxed as possible because you know that first quarter you're going to be feeling your way out, but you definitely mentally, emotionally, physically make sure they're rested and relaxed. More relaxed as possible. I think it's just a lot more like anxiety. People, you have the seniors for South Carolina have been there before, so there's the anxiety of how bad they want it. So you don't want it so bad that you don't play well. So you're just trying to find that balance. But yeah, you'll have your typical walkthrough and you shoot around and you warm up and stuff, everything. I don't know their film routine, but I will minimize film after a certain time because then you want them to kind of just be comfortable with it. Because if you do too much, then you can start second guessing yourself in the game. So you kind of want to have confidence in your scouting report by this point, if that makes sense. So you just walk through your matchups, walk through your offense schemes, not too much. You don't want sensory overload.
Mm-hmm.
They've been there before, they know it. I kind of won it, and you got to show some trust in your team. So,
gotcha. Yeah, they are. They are getting rings. They get Final Four rings. So their rings will have 35-4 SEC co-champs, all of that Final Four. They get a Final Four ring for making it to the Final Four. Yeah, Enrique was catching strays in Vic's post game for no reason. He's like, bro, Enrique, bro, what are you talking about? Bro, Vic it was just back down memory lane. It's been horrible for him. Paris, let your daughter pick her own topic for her report. You can't just be like, you doing Dawn Staley. Let her pick.
right.
South Carolina can match the Tuesday. They just came at 3 for 3. I don't know what you're saying, Anthony Johnson. What happened?
If I'm South Carolina, I'm going with the same game plan. Whatever the pregame ritual we did last year for Iowa, that's the same game plan we going with this year. Just that simple. Same regimen.
See if Winston Gandy send him out on top. His last.
Man, Winston going out a champion, man. Winston going out a champion. That's gonna be the base of his recruiting spiel. You know, I just won a national championship, don't you? Back to back. I mean, what you want to do? Hey, I'm just saying, bro. That's how you lead, man.
That. I love it.
I mean, yeah, you know, I'm back to back over here. What you doing over there? I'm trying to see what it is. You're not gonna get there. You might as well come here and see what we can do. While you can do something that we can do. You know,
they can do what they do, baby.
Yeah, let me wrap a taste with you. Let me wrap a taste.
I mean, okay, yeah, it is. I mean, remember, this is the same dude that had them cut down some nets for regular season co-championship. Did you see him? Net runner, neck everything.
Yeah. Look, yeah.
Now how they gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it.
What you show? Was it IKYF? IF? What was the show you did? IF?
Oh, what? Oh, IKYFL?
Yeah.
I know you fucking lying. I got another one that's coming up. I got another one that's coming up. Some of the stuff that they just said. Sometimes you gotta just be able to call it out. That's one of my favorite shows to do. But either you gotta do it every day or you just gotta do it every once in a while. I can't do it every day yet, but we're gonna build up to every day. But at least once a week, we're gonna work that in there. Because this is stuff out there be like, bro, I know you lying, bro. Oh, she wanted to do you, and you was like, no, you got to do Dawn. All right, okay. You can't come in there cocky. They is. You been seeing them talking. You can't come in there cocky. They hot. They feel like they got this.
I think Gino know better.
Did we just see this script? You know what I'm saying? Didn't UCLA just do that same script? Okay. I'm just asking for a friend, you know.
Yeah. They just did it.
Came in all. Yeah, I just want best to be comfortable and relaxed, and we just gonna sit in and be in the moment, and like, okay, time to take your pleather pants to the cleaners. This ride is over.
We just seen UCLA do this, right? Okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. You know what I'm saying? For the people, the people that's in the back, you know what I'm saying, is watching. I just want to make sure I ain't missing nothing.
I think the media is too confident because of a February game too. Hey,
listen, it's hard to be a team 2 times, and the crazy part about it, every time you blow a team out and then you got to play them for the second time, the second game is always harder than the first game is.
Well, I mean,
that's what people don't realize.
You woke up the Hooper. You know what I mean? That in that loss, who you beat was South Carolina. So you woke up the Hoopers. That's what you did. You poked the Hooper. You know what I mean? Like it's on next time I see you on site. You know, so that's what people don't understand.
They gonna be out. They gonna be out for a revenge game.
They gonna be like, shh, Husky season. You know what I mean? Like, be very quiet.
My prediction for Leia is 22 to 30 points tomorrow. She's gonna be in that range.
What do you see? What do you see for Fagan? What do you see for Fagan tomorrow?
Fagan gonna give you a good solid 15 and 9. 15 points, 9 rebounds.
I
Bree
think
Hall.
it's going
Bree
to
Hall.
be
Oh, go ahead, go.
defensive minded for her. I mean, she's going to have some defensive assignments, focus on, and Fagan is going to be. I'm not sure about the points. I'll stick with you sticking with Rob, but I feel like Fagan knows that's where they're going to have to get it done first, and they're going to need her to stay on the court so they can,
Oh,
have good
I want
matchups.
another 5-block game. I want another 5-block game.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I think she gonna give you a couple blocks for sure. 5. She listen. She gets 5 blocks. They win by 20.
Yeah. The pollination, man. Anybody got a lot?
I mean, 5 blocks. I would love to see 5 blocks. I'm looking for Fagan to have a big game. She's so calm. Fagan waited her turn, right? She did it the right way. She sacrificed, like Lay said. Lay was like, y'all think I set the bench. Fagan really set the bench. Like, she set the bench. And so for her to have this stage right now, and for her to be able to put her fingerprint on this championship, man, I want it for that kid. So I really want to see her have a big game. Breezy said she gonna sleep like a baby. She said she had to take melatonin in 2022 because she was a freshman and she was nervous. She gonna sleep like a baby because she don't care what nobody think. She's confident in what it is she do. So, and Pow family, man, they a vibe. So I'm looking, who could it be? Like I said, it could be everybody. It could be anybody and everybody. And that's what's so crazy about this team. And that's what they got to that's what they got to get used to. And it's not for South Carolina to make the adjustment because we've been successful. It's for them to make the adjustment to figure out how do you cover a team where it can be anybody or everybody. Period. Right? So that's my thing.
It's feeling like a Tessa game tomorrow because she ain't really been talked about.
Oh, Turney Tessa, Trench Baby Tess.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
She ain't really been. She been there, but she ain't really. Her presence ain't really been felt. So it's feeling like a Tessa game tomorrow where she gonna knock down some threes. It feel like one of them exposures about to come.
I think, and I'm serious. I think Dowda gets some threes. If Dowda hit the floor, I think Dowda get, 2, 3, 4 threes. I can see Dowda heating up. It was important for that ball to go down for her, and for her to see that love that she got back, and for her to understand that it's the defense that's keeping her on the floor. Because it's definitely her defense that's keeping her on the floor. Yeah, when I say the whole team going off, the whole team going off. Fago and Chloe gonna start off strong. Bree and Raven gonna have the D on lock, and Powell go hit us with early threes. Yeah, Tessa gonna be running them. Yeah, everybody's gonna feed off each other. Good basketball is what Don say? It's infectious. The basketball is that what she say? Is that the right word? Is that what she say?
Infectious or contagious? One of the I don't
contagious. Know. That's the right. Not infectious, contagious.
Mm-hmm.
They may not guard Fagan on the 3. They can leave Fagan open on the 3 if they want to. And Chloe, shoot that bitch, Chloe. Chloe, shoot that bitch. Period. Let me see. It's Fagan and Chloe gang. It's everybody gang. It's for the national championship. Everybody's gonna do what they got to do. The champs is here, and the champs is in the building. Do you think we see these? Do you think we see them go to the bench early?
UConn.
No, South Carolina. South Carolina.
I think the rotation stays the same. I don't think that changes. It just changes. What changes will be the minutes based upon who comes out playing the best. Because Don's gonna try to keep the best 5 in the game for as many minutes as she can. Whichever the best lineup that comes out and produces, whether she rotates 2 people in or 3 people in at a time or one person, when she finds that key lineup, she gonna roll with that lineup for a good stretch of a quarter.
That's true. I mean, I
In the
think
beginning of the game, you think she does that in the beginning of the game or for the closing or throughout?
It's gonna be in between. I'll say like the last 4 minutes of the first quarter going into the first 4 minutes of the second quarter. She gonna know who she want to roll with, and then you're gonna see the adjustments being made in the third quarter, and that's where they're gonna get UConn at. Is in the third quarter.
You think? I don't know. Do coaches save players for the next game? I see you saying you think she was saving Lay to go off this game. Do coaches save players for the next game? Do y'all do that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you have control of the game and you don't need to be out there, you don't want to get an unnecessary injury, and so you just taking that momentum. So I don't think anything's wrong with it. One is just really you don't want them to have risk of injury if you don't need them out there in that situation. So so that was a game situation where you didn't need them out there because you kind of had it. You had the game under control per se. It wasn't you didn't feel like you're going to lose it. So
yeah, I mean he spot on with Coach Coleman, but sometimes you also want to build players' confidence that don't play a lot because you never know if you're gonna need them in the next game. So instead of risking injury, you put those players in because say for instance they make a shot or two and that confidence carries over to the next game. It's always something fluky that happens and somebody steps up that hasn't stepped up all season that shows up in the championship game that you're not expecting.
that is a great point. You even see that in football, right?
Mm-hmm. The person that ain't on the scouting report, that's deep on that scouting report, is the person that ends up having the best game.
Who not scared? Who not scared? This game is personal with the claps. Paris Milan, let's get it. 157 in the chat, y'all. Run them likes up. I see 91 likes. Run them up. So, okay. Game. Give me close game, comfortable game, blowout. How you feel?
I'm gonna say no more than like a 10-point. Say I'm gonna give it a 10-point game.
Okay, 10 points. 10 points. All right.
What you saying, Rob?
I'm more of the game will be between 8 to 12 points difference in the game. I think that the third quarter is going to decide the game. It's going to be one of them games who comes out of adjustments and who makes the adjustments third quarter. That's who wins the game.
Okay. So it's gonna come down to the last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so that last 4 minutes of that third quarter and the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter is going to be the key scratch. It's going to be the difference.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Time out. How much did South Carolina win by Iowa last year? How much?
Like 12, 13 or something like that?
Yeah. So yeah.
Was it 12 or 11 or?
So
it was more than that. It was like
no. It's right into what I'm saying about 8 to 12 points will be the victory margin.
I mean, it would beat them more by that until they cut it down. That last 2 minutes.
You're gonna have them moments to make it feel like you coming back, but yeah, that's why I say 8 to 12 points.
We beat them by 12.
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
8 to 12 points. Yeah. Listen. So the point spread got SC losing by 6. So then you add up. Then you always add on plus 2.5. So SC wins by 8.5. So you're right in the rainbow between 8 to 12 points. There you have it. And if you're a betting person, you should take that plus 6 and throw 100 on it. And if you got it, and see what happens.
Let me cut my FanDuel on real quick. Let me see what they offer.
Listen,
right.
If you really good,
I ain't about to throw no 100 on it. Y'all know me. I ain't throwing no 100 on it, but.
All right, listen. All right. Well, so pull up your FanDuel, and then I'll do it. I'm gonna be in Vegas, so I'm gonna be like, First quarter, be just get off my flight. So, you know,
I'm on my FanDuel right now.
I'm gonna see the game when I need to see it. When it's gonna be the third quarter.
They got Connecticut by -6.5.
Oh, perfect. That's perfect. All right. So listen, if you take go look at the point spread, like open up the entire point spread and what it's looking like for SC on the win side, as far as the payout go. Minus what 110 plus, or no, it should be plus
minus
110.
minus 114. It's minus 114.
114 for what?
Plus 6.5. But SC plus 6.5.
So what is it for 8.5? That's kind of weird. That don't sound right.
So it's SC. They got plus 6.5, minus 114. That's the spread. Because they got Connecticut minus 6.5 with minus 106.
Okay. Let me see something. Let me see.
Now that ain't moving the spread. That's just looking at what they got as far as like what the spread is.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I'm trying to see something. I got you. Let me see something.
But they don't even let you. They don't even let you make a bet on anybody from SC making a 3. Like you can only bet on Paige or Sarah.
Oh, you know why. You know why that is.
They wilding with that one. So what y'all think at the half? Will they be tied? Will there be a team up? What y'all thinking?
Maybe a 3 to 5 point lead.
Yeah, that's I was right on the same.
You said what?
3 to 5 point lead at the half.
By who? Who?
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna say SC got about 3 to 5 point lead.
You need to put that put your 25% on there, sis. Just put your 25% on that thing. All right, listen. All right, so check this out. If South Carolina wins between 1 to 10 points, it's a plus 310. And if they win by 11, it's a plus 1,000.
Huh.
And then you throw your 25% on there.
What your profit boost?
Yep, with your profit boost. Yeah,
Let's see by 4 at the half. I see you. Hold on. Nah, I'll be right back, y'all. My phone about to die. I gotta get my charger. I gotta get my bed in. 1 second. I gotta get to the shekels. Y'all keep talking. I'll be back.
So, Rob, you think it's gonna be FC by 5 or UConn?
For when?
For half tomorrow.
Knowing South Carolina, it should be South Carolina, right? They normally go with the lead into halftime and then they make the adjustments. So
like a 3 to 5 points sometimes.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3 to 5 points. They're gonna try to make it close first half, so you keep you interested to be locked in.
Sheck Lanier. Lisa Pugh said, "Come on, Auntie Sheck Lanier." Shame on the picker who tried to run game on the picker. I'll shekel you up. Sheck Lanier. Shekel my way through. Yeah, I just don't see UConn ready for this 2.0 South Carolina. I'm not saying it's gonna be run through them, but I think it's gonna be some Mr. Potato Head in a bucket of parts. You know what I mean? Like, you got the new nose? How y'all get the new hat? Like, just stuff like that. Like, where this come from? So, Rob, you said who you think is a potential shock factor? They ain't even see him coming tomorrow for South Carolina.
That's why I took Tessa for South Carolina. Like, I think
that would be the shock factor.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be because nobody's talking about her. She's not a thought. to nobody. She ain't gonna be high on the scout report. Like you know who Tessa is, but like she ain't high on the scout report.
For UConn,
I'm back.
Who could be a shocker?
Who could be a shocker?
Yeah.
Man, that's a good question. That's a good question for UConn.
Because right now the top 3 scorers are what? Fudd, Page, and who?
I don't even think like when I think about shockers, I don't even think about the top 3 scores.
There's only 3 like for UConn. There's only 3 and Strong. Only 3 scores up scoring double digits. It's Fudd, Strong, and Page.
Yeah.
Those are the consistent 3 double-digit scorers.
Scorers.
Yep. So that's what I find interesting. So it is easy to disassemble the Voltron if you think about it.
I would say Ashland would be my for UConn. Ashland, number 12.
Okay, that will be your shocker.
Yeah, she's a bench player. Her or Arnold could be one of those 2 sophomores, KK. One of those 2 sophomores could be a shocker. When coming into this game, going into the game, because you're not really thinking about their bench. Like they don't really get a lot of production from their bench, but those 2 get the most minutes off their bench. So it'd be interesting to see how they come in and affect the game.
Right.
If I'm South Carolina, I'm trying to make the point guard. Anybody that's playing point guard, I'm trying to make them into a scorer. Because I just don't think they can make enough shots to beat you.
Right. I mean, and how rare is it you can hit as many? The previous game in February, it's rare you can even duplicate shooting like that, right?
Yeah, you just had one of them nights.
Yeah.
But South Carolina, man, can't go 3 for 17 either. Yeah, I mean, can't miss them all, man.
Yeah, you're right.
You wish Ashton Fector injury. You are so funny. Come on with the Hollywood. Like Ashland just gonna come in like I'm ready, y'all. I was just playing.
This is why I'm taking Tessa. Because Tessa, last time they played, she played 19 minutes and it had 0 points.
Yeah, so she's got something to prove to herself.
Her and Raven both combined for 0 points in the game. Both of them.
Yeah.
That's right. That is correct.
And me knowing Gino, he's gonna play Raven he's gonna go under every screen Raven goes, and she's gonna go under every screen. He's gonna make her shoot the ball.
Chloe Kitts for a double-double tomorrow.
I said if you take South Carolina with the win between 6 to 8 points, it's a plus 900.
Man, my ear. Anybody else having this pollen level problem, the pollen dust?
Man, it's been strong.
Yeah,
but it's been strong here because we've been getting a lot of rain.
Anybody else in the chat? This got pollen dust all in the cart. Just man.
Oh no. You said it's coming down to rebounds and second chance points?
For sure.
Yeah, I might have to make that happen.
But that's all I got. I got to take the girls outside before I lay it down.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna get up. We're gonna do a wake up, like a morning. Just a morning check in, something quick in the morning. Start talking some hoops. Get the energy flowing, and then we're gonna start. I'm gonna start the live for the game probably about 30 minutes before the game start. But I appreciate y'all pulling up. It's going on 1 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, so this is a good thing. I got 152 in the chat. I need y'all to run them lights up. Somebody buy me a Coca-Cola today.
Yo,
Pull up.
I'll be during the game because I'm gonna be in flight, but I'll pull up after the game more than likely. Hopefully, I'll have everything checked into the hotel and all that good stuff. So I'll be ready to go.
Make sure you got the link in there, Coach. Make sure you got the link. Y'all know how it
Appreciate
go.
it.
It's Championship Sunday. It's Championship Sunday. Looking forward to seeing y'all in just a few hours. Run them likes up. Run them likes up. We appreciate y'all. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon.